Hi there, this is Ross, and this will be both a press up on my press ups tutorial site. If that's how you're viewing this, then welcome back to press ups after a long break, and it will also go out with my hosting clients newsletter. So if you're a client, welcome. I hope this video is useful to you. I'm going to show a quick overview of what's changed between WordPress version 4.1 and 4.2. We've had a couple of minor updates since we're at version 4.2.2. After an update, you will see this welcome screen for the new version. This tells you about the intermediate versions that have been released. There's a video which gives an introduction to the new version, and then there's some information about what's new and what's changed. Just wanted to show you on this credit screen, just because I'm quite proud of this. If I switch to this tab, then somewhere down here is, there we are, there's me, Ross Wintle. That's my name. I'm actually a core contributor now, so I've actually contributed something to the WordPress core system. That's great. So we're going to tell you just quickly what's changed. The first thing that's changed that you will hardly notice is the admin color scheme. They've tweaked the colors. It looks ever so slightly different. So if you're the kind of person that notices small changes in color, then you may well spot that that has happened. The next thing that has happened is, and my clients that hosted with me don't need to know about this because I do all their updates for them, but plugin updates on the plugin screen here now actually happen in line without taking you off to another screen. So if I click update now, we just get a little updating symbol that spins around and then it says updated. So that's great, and we can go through and do a number of those. So that's a really nice little touch that they've added to plugin updates. I'm going to quickly dive off to, oh, that's still updating, but it won't matter. I'm going to quickly dive off to the customizer. Oh, it's all scheduled for maintenance because that update is still running. Right, there we go. We're on the customizer, and something new in the customizer is you can now actually change your theme from within the interactive customizer. So I can choose a new theme, I can preview it, get a live preview with my content straight from the customizer. I can then actually start customizing within the customizer as well. So I can change the background color and make that a nice shade of pink. That's lovely. Don't forget to save your changes and activate the new theme by clicking the big blue button at the top. Once you've finished with that, we're going to cancel and leave our changes behind. Another thing that they've added is they've done a load of behind the scenes work that's enabled this, and it's been a big security fix as well, but they've enabled something called emoji and a whole new load of languages. This basically means you can use new symbols in your content in WordPress, be they sort of Chinese language symbols or things like that, or emoji symbols. So on my Mac, I've actually got a little emoji keyboard I can pop up, and I can actually start now using smiley faces in my content. Like this, I can use them inside the main post content here. You'll do a Google search for how to get your emoji keyboard up. So here's a cake. There we go, I can put it in my content. I can even actually put emojis in my URLs of my posts as well, like that, should I want to. There, let's publish that on my press ups demo site. Perfect. So we can have all these little funky symbols in your content now. That's great. And there's one other little thing that I was going to show you. There are other things that have changed that you probably won't notice, but this is really, really handy, and it's not described anywhere. But if I create a link, I can now create a link just by pasting. So if I grab this URL here, and if I go copy, so that is now in my clipboard, I've done a copy, and then what I can do is I can highlight this text, and I can just go paste over the top, and that immediately turns that into a link to the URL that I copied. Let's just see that. I can edit that. There's the link to Oikos. Fantastic. Another thing that has changed actually is this link text. This used to be a thing called the title, but this now is actually the text of the link that you've created. So a few minor changes there. That's WordPress 4.2. I hope that was useful to see some of those changes.